Hello everyone and welcome to game 2 in a series Lucifer versus Chobo Ari on Ancient Isle. Lucifer taking game 1. So we'll see what's going to go down here in game 2. I did adjust my volume up a little bit more. Some of you guys are saying I can't hear Crota, is not loud enough. Okay, how's that? That should be a little bit louder even now. And then again, I do have game sounds on, but the game sounds are a little bit softer. I am running them through full audio. Hopefully you guys can hear them. So Lucifer spawning on the bottom right hand side as the gray undead. Chobo are respawning as the blue orc on the top left hand side. Orc versus undead here on Ancient Isle. And perhaps Chobo will get a little bit luckier in game 2 than he did in game 1. Some very, very nice anti-harassment tactics from Lucifer, being able to wall off and protect his gold mine very early on in the game. Really set him up for the mid game and ultimately that late game, as that army would not be nearly the same size or the same composition if he was forced to retrain up acolytes and lost some precious mining time. Now, Blade Master going to be the hero of choice in this matchup. Meanwhile, he will be going up against, I believe, a Death Knight. And interestingly enough, we are going into ghouls first. So it will be ghouls into a Death Knight, as we now see one acolyte doing its job and now looking to scout. I always thought acolytes were actually alive. Like an acolyte is a living person actually serving the undead, but by the looks of it, it is actually in an undead unit. Peon also making his rounds and going to be taking a look around as this one particular acolyte simply just going to be hiding in the bush. And oh, very, very nice map awareness, knowing where exactly he can hide this one acolyte and not be spotted. Peon now looking to make its way in. We can see that there is a voodoo lounge here as it is being constructed. A tomb of relics already being placed down, and we should be getting up that Death Knight already. The Death Knight is out, and pretty much Chobo knows that he cannot come in and do any serious harassment whatsoever. Very good wall-in attempt, making sure that no damage is really dealt. Death Knight now on the move, going to pick up some skeletal minions. White, perhaps one of the most difficult colors to spot, as now we're going to see the peons attempt to run away from these skeletal warriors. We can also see that there is this acolyte here. The acolyte does spot the voodoo lounge as it's being constructed. Where is this acolyte going? The acolyte pretty much knows by process of elimination that the Blade Master has taken out this creep camp first instead of this creep camp. Acolyte still wandering around here. You can see he is waiting for the shop, perhaps to sell his Scroll of Town portal and pick up some healing salves. A Circlet of Nobility could be purchased a little bit later as the acolyte runs in to hide there, and the grunt can't actually get in. So a very nice place for that acolyte to hide, and knowing that the Blade Master and the grunt are just simply too large of a unit to actually engage. Death Knight now still wandering around back. It looks as though his skeletal minions will simply fall. Lucifer not doing that good of a job, as he's now just going straight up against the Voodoo Lounge here. Voodoo Lounge taking a little bit of damage, but it should not fall, as it is a fortified building, taking a reduced damage there. Meanwhile, the Blade Master Chobo Ari doing a good job creeping by himself, and he's gonna have a very, very nice level advantage. No Brute going up against a Blade Master. The Blade Master doesn't have that many items, doesn't even have a Circlet of Nobility, so doesn't deal additional damage either, and just trying to take down all of these units the old-fashioned way with straight up attacking. There you go. Blade Master finally up to level 2, and now where is it going to be going next? Death Knight and still battling up with some grunts. These grunts are trying to creep, as we now see the Blade Master picks up a Boots of Speed, Circlet of Nobility, using up that healing salve. And where is this Blade Master going to go? Already level 2 versus level 1. The Lucifer is still wandering around with these skeletal minions. This is a 5-3-3 or 5-4-4 creep camp. Could easily get level 2 as the Blade Master now going after an orange creep camp, looking to perhaps take down the Ogre Magi. This is going to be huge here. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Who took it? The Blade Master taking down that kill there. The Death Coil just not enough. And oh, the Blade Master now down to 20 hit points. Is it going to be able to survive? Yes, it is regenerating. And a huge victory by Chobo, taking the Gloves of Haste, getting the experience, and still being able to walk away from that fight there. Troll Trapper is going to be falling down here. Ogre Magi and Ogre Warrior, a 5-3-3 creep camp. Blade Master now benefiting, going to make its way over as well. Also going to heal up the rest of these grunts. And what is happening here? The Tome of Strength has been picked up as well. The Acolyte still dancing around. It looks like the Ogre Magi will fall. What item is it going to be? A Circuit of Nobility. Two very standard items already, as we're now going to see this Grunt doing a little bit of regeneration there. The Grunt, unable to really get in any damage here, is actually able to hit from both sides. So this one Acolyte has to be very careful, and it cannot survive here. One more hit. Yes, it does go down. So an Acolyte does go down here. The Blade Master now seen at level 3. Is it going to get off the kill shot there? Yes, gets the kill. And Chobo Ari sitting at a level 3 with 2 kill steals already, looking very, very strong, as now the Crypt Fiends are going after the the Blade Master. The Blade Master now down to 245 hit points, does have enough to once again use the healing staff. Gonna wind walk back in again. And the Death Knight finally sitting at level 1, as the Blade Master gets a wind walk strike, takes down one Crypt Fiend, and the Death Knight now in a bit of trouble. Where is this? The Blade Master almost got trapped there. That would have been a very, very bad engagement, as we're now having a bit of a fight. Death Knight going up. Is it going to be able to take down the Blade Master? The Blade Master has taken a lot of damage. In comes some grunts. The Skeletal Minions, very, very nice pathing by Lucifer, making sure that a Skeletal Minion is next to that Death Knight, not allowing for an easy surround. More and more Crypt Fiends dealing damage back to those grunts here. It looks like the grunts are just absorbing a lot of damage. Another Skeletal Minion does get taken down. As we are now going into Black Citadel, we are getting up that Lich now. We should be getting that Orb of Corruption in just a moment. And the Death Knight, where is it going to go? As it quickly goes to the graveyard, and now going to look... Yeah, going to the graveyard, and now going to be just pick up some more Skeletal Minions, perhaps doing a little bit more creeping here. Needs to get to level 2, but the Blade Master has other things in store. Getting some easy hits. Level 2 regeneration, that could be enough. No, the Death Knight gets taken down, and Chobo Ari in a dominant control of this game. And this was after a rather poor showing in level 1. So Chobo Ari in complete control right now. Lucifer unable to come up with an answer to that Blade Master yet. And now we are going into a Tauren Chieftain as the second hero. Alright, so the Tauren Chieftain as the second hero, I don't know if I agree with this. Shadow Hunter is generally better, but then again, some people do like that Tauren Chieftain. It is a better tanky hero, also able to benefit the rest of the army a bit more with Endurance Aura, and also Endurance Aura helping that Blade Master get in more attacks as well. A good counter to what most likely will be Frost Armor coming in from that Lich. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2, gonna go ahead and take down this 6-3, 4-4 camp. And this will fall relatively quickly. Still sitting on some, 240 mana. And what item is going to be left behind? It looks as though the Blade Master picked it up. Ankh of Reincarnation will be able to perhaps be a little bit more gung-ho with that Blade Master and still be able to recover. Tauren Chieftain now regenerating some hit points as well. It looks as though the Troll Berserkers will fall. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 2. Tome of Strength +2. Blade Master now even stronger, getting an additional 50 hit points there. So the Blade Master, the bigger, tankier hero at this point, as the Tauren Chieftain now looks to figure out where it can go creeping. Can probably take out this center creep camp here, perhaps even try to take down this creep camp as well. Both are very, very strong options. Meanwhile, the Blade Master staying very close by that Lich, wants to make sure that Lich does not get to level 2 at all. And the Crypt Fiends are now going to be going at it. You can see that the Null Overseer at -2 armor already. Blade Master, where is it going to go? The Blade Master is going to come in for the steal. Dust of Appearance, and I believe he did get the steal there. Yes, he did. Lich did get a little bit of experience, but that was about it, as the hit from that Blade Master is still causing problems. And now a Scroll of Healing, another very useful item in order to keep up all of those grunts. Blade Master and Crypt Fiends are battling out. We are going into Destroyers already. There is a Death Coil, but that is only a level 1 Death Coil, only healing for 200 hit points. Blade Master now battling up. There's a Dust of Appearance. Blade Master now trying to get away. Both sides still fighting. The Blade Master going after the Crypt Fiend. The Crypt Fiend does fall even with Frost Armor, as the Blade Master is still trying to fight up against more of these units. There's a beautiful stomp, getting in some stuns on more units there, taking out some of the DPS from those Crypt Fiends. Lich now trying to battle it up still. And oh, a Spirit Walker down to 41 hit points, goes into ethereal form and will be able to survive unless the Destroyer tries to make its way to attack. It looks like the Destroyer is going to make its way over and to attack it, and no, it's going to devour some magic, and now going after some more grunts. Crypt Fiend does get taken down. Another grunt going to get taken down, so both sides engaging. The Tauren Chieftain going to get to level 3. Death Knight now sitting at level 2, and wow, what is going on here? Both sides losing a lot more than they bargained for. 38 over 50, 38 over 50. Hero level 2 and 2 versus, I believe, a 4 and 2, soon to be a 4 and 3. That Tauren Chieftain now getting some healing wards as well, but that is always that is going to be a very, very dangerous unit, or a dangerous item to utilize against destroyers, since it will just devour the magic and get or be able to deal bonus and splash damage as well. So the Tauren Chieftain perhaps just trying to benefit from it now, a little bit outside of combat, or a little bit outside of healing range, finally getting within range. Nope, actually I already had full hit points, so I take it back. The Spirit Walker and all these units able to heal back up, and this is looking very good for a Chobo Ari. All right, so Chobo Ari looking very strong right now. Level 4 Clarity Potion, trying to pull away with that. Oh, breaking the use of that Clarity Potion, not too useful there. As the Tauren Chieftain, now seeing at level 3, does get some Sentry wards, and will be able to keep track of when his opponent is moving across the army. Tome of Agility +2, that needs to be picked up. If it is picked up by the Blade Master, that is something that is always going to haunt. +2 additional damage on a Blade Master. You want to minimize his damage as much as possible, as we are now still seeing the Blade Master move around the map. All right, Lich now trying to find an easier target. Death Knight getting very close to level 3. There's that Frost Armor. And here we go. The Blade Master really unable to engage here. Now going after the Obsidian Statues instead. Frost Armor, no Purge. Where is this? Yes, it is going to become a Destroyer. Now jumping up into the air. Level 3 now, I believe, on the Death Knight. There's a Dust of Appearance. Does not reveal the Blade Masters. The Blade Master does get away in time. Where is that Tauren Chieftain? Tauren Chieftain is regrouped, now getting up some mana once again. It will have enough mana for two stomps. 2 stomps, very effective at just neutralizing the entire undead army. But we do have destroyers in the air. The destroyers are going to be absolutely huge, as the destroyers looking to come in. Where are these destroyers going? Perhaps going to try to creep out this creep camp here. That would be very, very easy. Oh, but the Blade Master is revealed. And Dust of Appearance does reveal it there. So far, the Destroyers need to engage while they have mana. The Destroyers are actually anti-magic units so much that they cannot store mana inside themselves. I guess just a little bit too volatile. And now we're going to see the Destroyers perhaps make their way down into here. Taking down this Red Drake should be absolutely easy. Focusing down that Red Drake already, you can see how much damage that is taking. Also, -3 total armor. Very effective, as we are now going into Scourge Bone Chimes. Dark Ranger with Scourge Bone Chimes aura. I have seen crazier things in WarCraft 3, as only the Death Knight really will benefit from that Vampiric aura. Everything else pretty much is a range unit, except for those ghouls. So ghouls also going to benefit here. Tauren Chieftain now seeing that level 4 getting to level 5. As both sides still fighting it up. Only one real major creep camp left here on the top right-hand side of the map. Tauren Chieftain now going to be making its way over. And so far, things are looking all right. Dark Ranger sitting at level 1. Perhaps is going to utilize that silence to neutralize that Tauren Chieftain and also neutralize that Blade Master. Make sure no more Windwalk. Blade Master attacking very quickly. Going to take down this Red Drake in a matter of seconds. There it goes. And what item is left behind? What is it going to be? I can't tell. Robe of Magi +6. A very useful item for the Tauren Chieftain, who needs every bit of intelligence he can get for more stomps. Skeletal Minion keeps track of this army here. And now, with pretty much all of the creep camps exposed and destroyed, the only thing left to do is actually engage and fight each other. Black Citadel sitting at 48 over 60 supply or food. Meanwhile, taking a look at Chobo Ari, 58 over 60. Chobo, a little bit scared though. He's not being nearly as aggressive as I would like, and he doesn't have he doesn't have that many upgrades. Now, upgrades in WarCraft 3 not as important as they are in StarCraft 2, as you don't have these massive supply battles nearly as much. Also, Also, because units generally have more life life, it is normally better to have more units than to simply go for those upgrades. The problem is right now, Lucifer is not in a supply cap, where he wasn't in a supply cap. Meanwhile, Chobo Ari has been in that supply cap for quite some time and needs to get up into 80 supply. Currently sitting at just 60, not that good for him. And if the undead army is able to get up to 70 or even 80, that is going to be an absolute nightmare. 2 destroyers in the air. We have some obsidian statues on the ground, and those destroyers are going to be the problem. They are upgraded 1-0 alongside those crypt fiends. And where are these units moving off to? Lucifer. Perhaps the destroyers are going to absorb some mana from these obsidian statues before an engagement. Blade Master is ready to go. That is a whole bunch of Spirit Link. Chobo Ari ready for the engagement, most likely because of these Sentry Wards, yes. And it looks like that Blade Master still just wandering around here. All right, weapons up or upgrades really in benefit of Lucifer. Chobo not getting that many upgrades. We are now going into more obsidian statues and also an abomination. There are some crypt fiends down here, surprisingly, and with that, with the crypt fiends and obsidian statues down here, it may be just a timing push where Lucifer just engages with a much larger army, sitting at 66 over 70. Meanwhile, Chobo Ari is sitting at 62 over 70. And without those upgrades, that is going to be very difficult. Those Troll Berserkers not getting upgraded at all. You can see that the War Mill is not working. And if the War Mill is not going to be working, then 2-0 Crypt Fiends and Destroyers should be able to actually get enough of an advantage. Abominations are being added, adding in one more Ziggurat here, making sure that units can't really break their way through and hit this gold mine. Gold mines have about another, another 5 minutes? Yeah, another 5 minutes to go. I would assume if you gather 10 gold a second, yeah, it's about another 5 minutes before they are going to be destroyed. And then we'll see how they are going to engage. Troll Berserkers still being trained up. They are still only upgraded 1-0. Blade Master was revealed for just a second, now backing away. And Death Knight seeing that level 3. Lich seeing that level 3. Dark Ranger seeing that level 1. Going up against a level 4 Tauren Chieftain and a level 4, almost level 5 Blade Master. Some very nice items on that Blade Master, plus 25 damage, or plus 16 damage there when he is actually, and higher when he's actually next to these Kodo beasts. Blade Master now looking to come in. Are we going to perhaps get a purge? And it doesn't look like it. No purge onto any of the units as the destroyers are still up in the air. The Blade Master is very nearby. Dust of Appearance could be utilized if it was actually purchased. No Dust of Appearance as the units are now trying to get ahead of the undead army. Blade Master now engaging, and there's the purge. Here we go, Blade Master, and there we go. A Scroll of Town Portal now being used. So that is a huge, huge move to actually Town Portal back. But Lucifer with a much stronger army now back at home. 5 Obsidian statues. That could be a lot more destroyers. And with that, these destroyers are going to be very, very difficult to take down. 5 destroyers and 2 obsidian statues against mainly a Troll Berserker army. There are some Kodo beasts in here as well. Not enough Crypt Fiends to really deal with those Kodo beasts. And are we going to have an engagement now? The last final engagement did go well for Lucifer, even though things weren't looking good. Chobo, however, may be able to turn the tides this time, as we are now going into massive Spirit Link, and here is the battle. But I do believe we are going to be going for some ensnares now, forcing an attack. And nope, it is looking like the ensnare has come down, but not forcing an engagement at all, as we are still fighting back and forth. Here we go, destroyers now up in the air. Is this going to be able to turn into a destroyer in time? No. There's a stomp, there's some blight, and raiders are getting taken down very, very quickly. Now going after some more units. It looks like another stomp. It looks like another destroyer was almost taken down, and the Tauren Chieftain could try to be healing. Yes, there is a healing, a healing ward there, but that was quickly destroyed as the Tauren Chieftain at level 4 falls. Death Knight sitting at level 3 still. Both sides still fighting it. Oh, not Ankh of Reincarnation. The Tauren Chieftain just back in the fight already. Blade Master perhaps should give the Ankh over to that Tauren Chieftain. That a little bit of additional endurance aura really helping out, as the Abomination at 110 hit points still barely surviving. The Ankh of Reincarnation has not been transferred. Is it going to be transferred? Yes, it looks like it was transferred in time. The Death Knight could try to engage the Tauren Chieftain, could be a little bit more gutsy and try to push in here as well. And it looks like the Tauren Chieftain will fall. So the Tauren Chieftain is going to come back at about half-life. The Death Knight, now down to 84 hit points. It's going to survive ever so barely. Both sides still fighting. The Tauren Chieftain is back in here with even more hit points. Crypt Fiends are falling. The Death Knight sitting at level 3, still surviving somehow. And Dark Ranger sitting at level 2, Lich sitting at level 3, as both sides are still trying to engage. There is a lot of DPS here. I'm not sure if Lucifer can get back into this game at all. Lucifer sitting at level 3 on his Death Knight. Level 3 on the Lich, level 2 on the Dark Ranger, and now going to be regrouping. 40 supply, no lumber or wood whatsoever, compared to 54 supply here. All right. Blade Master really coming out ahead. That Orb of Lightning, that Tauren Chieftain should have picked up that Ankh of Reincarnation the first time. That would have been a much better use there. But the Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 4 right now, almost level 5. And with that level 5 stomp, that may be simply too much. A lot of AoE damage followed by a long stun against the majority of the army. Couple that with the fact that there is Spirit Link, and these Troll Berserkers are not taking much damage at all, as they're able to split it into the peons. You never want to be dealing additional damage to peons if you can actually be taking down those DPS units. Alright, Obsidian statues are here. Dust of Appearance, Lich, and it is going to be a main hero battle. Lucifer is going to have to micro his way out of this game if he hopes to survive, unsummoning some buildings in order to get some additional resources. No, are there ghouls? Yes, ghouls are now harvesting up some lumber as well. And we are now sitting at 49 over 70. So trying to get as much gold as possible before unsummoning more buildings. The haunted gold mine is already now being unsummoned. Like I mentioned, the gold mines do get taken down, and peons now doing that walk of shame that I like to see so often. And there's not that many expansion points here, so the peon's going to try to return back with some or with some gold, but things are not going to be looking good. If by some chance Lucifer, if he's able to unsummon all of his buildings and then keep enough buildings alive to build up a large enough army, Lucifer may take this, as he is now actually slightly ahead in the overall about even in terms of the army supply. But then again, he doesn't have that many acolytes. So with not that many acolytes compared to the number of peons that Chobo needs, things are not going to be good for him at all. All right, so we are seeing, 5 peons doing that walk of shame, or actually 8 total peons doing that walk of shame. There are some Kodo beasts ready to go. Troll Berserkers are still upgraded, or not upgraded at 2-0, and the Blade Master is nearby. Blade Master keeping track, no real cause for concern, as level 5 now on that Tauren Chieftain, as a skeletal minion does go down. This engagement is not going to be good. The acolytes are in trouble. The acolytes need to be careful. There's a Dust of Appearance, but I believe the dust didn't reveal anything at all. Here we go. Here's an engagement, and the acolytes are actually in the front acting as a wall. There is a silence. Both sides fighting, as the Tauren Chieftain does have a potion of lesser invulnerability. He's invulnerable right now, but if he is too far out in front, he's going to find himself in a world of hurt. Now simply trying to retreat. The Blade Master once again trying to engage, and it looks like the Tauren Chieftain does fall. Level 4 now on the Death Knight. It looks like a Destroyer will go down. Is that Destroyer going to go down? Yes, it does go down. No time for a Death Coil at all. It looks as though a Crypt Fiend is going to fall as well. No, not getting focused down at all. Tauren Chieftain at level 5 fall. Blade Master now at level 6. No Whirlwind, as there's not enough mana. Both sides still fighting it out. There is still one Obsidian statue trying to heal up more units. The superior hero numbers, level 3 on the Lich, level 4 on the Death Knight. Where is that Dark Ranger? Dark Ranger still fighting up. Is it going to get Death Coiled? Yes, Death Coiled just in time to survive a little bit longer. Now getting ensnared. All right, Dark Ranger down to 144. Another Death Coil keeps it alive, but it is not going to have enough. Squirrel Town Portal could be transferred back over. Level 4 now on the Lich. And now what is going to be happening here, as that Dark Ranger does have Frost Armor. Frost Armor really benefiting, and the lesser Dark Minions are turning the tide of this battle. Chobo, Ari going to lose the level 6 Blade Master. And somehow Lucifer comes back to win the game. I am in awe and just pure awe right now of Lucifer's micro in that battle. Take a look at the scores. Chobo, Ari had more units, had more resources, had higher level heroes, and Lucifer won. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, a great 2-game set here. Thanks.